This is going to be a quick tutorial on how to create a template in ZipForms. So if you're in the dashboard, you logged in, go to templates. Templates are pretty straightforward. You create it once and you can use them over and over again. As you can see, I have multiple templates already created for different transaction. Mainly, you probably just need 2 if you want to work with it. But actually, I'm sorry, you probably need 3. You need the listing contract, which is good for land or homes, and vacant land or financed or cash residential is up to you. But really, you could just use 3. So we're going to go ahead and click on New Template. I'm going to do New Listing. And then I'm going to do, it really doesn't matter since it's vacant land or residential, but you could do 2 separately since the commission splits are different. So for this situation, we'll just do vacant land. We'll do vacant land template 2 since I already have one. And then since it's just you who's logged into ZipForms, it'd be personal, and automatically apply this template to listing vacant land new transaction. So whenever you create this or use this vacant land template, then it will auto populate for that listing. So I'll go ahead and save. So now you need to be able to add documents to it. So on the right hand side, you go to Forms. I'll just put listing, even though it's a exclusive right to sell. It's just easier to remember. So you definitely need that. In Hawaii, for some land, you need plain language. If it's 25,000 or less, then you need the plain language addendum. Actually, I'm sorry, that's for purchase agreement. My bad. But if it was a for buyer template, for purchase template, then you would definitely need that for land. But at least you can see how to manipulate it and add it. So basically, a vacant land is pretty straightforward. You don't need a seller real property disclosure. You don't need any other addendums. You just need the exclusive right to sell listing contract. So once that's set up, you're going to go ahead and check the company is a part of the Realtor Association. I would leave this blank because this will you'll have to fill this out every time you have a new listing. Your brokerage firm, state license, all of this information needs to be filled out for the template, so that way then it can just populate when you create it next time. Of course, you leave the seller blank since you don't know who they are, and seller agrees to dual agency. I usually check that. I normally will leave the timeline blank, as well as the other timelines blank, because those might change per client. Listing price, I leave that blank, but I do like to put for land transactions, I normally put the tax information as well as what the commission rate for the brokerage is. And then again, if it's 10%, then I normally put 5% for if another brokerage brings along a buyer. Now, this is basically a protection period that basically states how long does your listing agreement last after it closes. So the protection period, or after it expires, I'm sorry. And if they fire you, you have this protection period of 90 days. It can be really anything, but typically in Hawaii, it's 90 days. Again, you can put additional comments. Like sometimes I like to put cancel anytime. As in my contracts, I don't like to keep people tied in. And then if you're doing photo shoots or doing virtual tours and those cost you money, you can put that in here as an additional cost to the seller if they choose to cancel. So that's pretty much it for the listing agreement template. The buyers is pretty much the same way. Buyer template or purchase template is the same. Again, you can fill in your information as best as possible, but this is mostly for seller. Now this, the name and name of the person is based on authorized representative seller information here. So once you put the seller information here, it'll populate down here in this area. So hopefully that helps you with the video, and mahalo for watching. I apologize, I thought the video would be over, but I totally forgot another feature that's really cool function. It's basically the information of the parties. So you know that your broker or the BIC in charge will always be the same, and you can pull in your hit their information. So for example, listing agent broker or seller, think it would be probably listing agent broker would be that information, and you can fill that in, and that will also port over as the company information as well. So hopefully that helps you. You can put in this, you don't have to put all of this information, but mainly name and email are the key things to put in there. Hopefully it helps, and mahalo for watching.